Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Impact7 and today I'm going to be playing F1 2018. We're at the Canadian Grand Prix. This is my career with Mercedes. This is season 3, round number 7. I'd like to thank everyone who's watching right now. We do appreciate it. Please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment and subscribe. Really push my road to 500 subscribers. If you want to keep up to date with my latest information, please follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Discord. It's all as usual are in the description box down below. As you can see on the screen right now, it's the driver standings. Charles Leclerc in first place with 118 points. Then 32 points behind him is me in second with 86 points. Then it's Sebastian Vettel, Daniel Ricciardo, Esteban Ocon, Max Verstappen. My teammate Valtteri Bottas isn't doing very well so far this season. Marcus Ericsson, teammate of Charles Leclerc. 9th is Romain Grosjean and 10th is Lance Stroll. Moving over to the Constructors, it's a bit closer between first and second. Sauber leading with 155 points. Then it's Mercedes with 132 points, 23 points behind Sauber. Then it's Red Bull, Ferrari, only 1 point clear of 5th place team Force India. Then it's Haas, Williams, Renault, McLaren, and finally Toro Rosso. Moving over to season results. Thankfully, I've finally got my first win of the season at Monaco. A surprising victory as far as I'm concerned, because throughout most of the time that I play F1 games, I don't do so well at Monaco. Last season, I finished 11th. My first season, I finished 20th. So it's nice to finally curb that bad luck. Now we're at Canada, a place where I normally do well. So hopefully I can continue the run that I'm on currently. So now then, we've got some changes to do. So internal combustion engine, I'll change that. Kinetic, I'll change that as well. Change that. 49%, change that. 55, change that. 24%, that's fine. 27%, that's fine on the gearbox as well. Anything coming? We've got a powertrain, engine power, intercooler. It's a major component which is coming for the French Grand Prix. Get us a bit closer to Sauber. Let's look at my contract. So currently, qualifying position, they expected me to get 6th place at least. Expected race position 5th. Team order 1st. Team goal, qualify 2nd or better. I've got 2 race weekends to achieve that, and I get 6 extra resource points if I do. Rivals, let's have a look at that.
Into a tough challenge from your rival. You've come out on top for the time being, and there's a real positive buzz coming out of that. Let's see more of this.
Okay, so my rivalry with my teammate Valtteri Bottas, I've won one already, so we've started anew. And I'm winning my rivalry against Sebastian Vettel 26-13, got double the points there. Weather forecast is dry conditions in both qualifying and the race, so yay for me. And I think that's everything. Everything to keep you up to date on. Alright, without further ado, let's get to why we're all here. Let's go to qualifying now.
Welcome again then, and we hope you're ready for another fantastic session as the teams prepare to unleash their cars for qualifying at the Canadian Grand Prix. And as we wait, poised for the start of what will hopefully be a thrilling qualifying, why don't you tell us, Anthony Davidson, about the things you can do to really get the most out of a car in a session like this?
Well, you're largely limited by the Parc Fermé regulations, of course. Back in the old days, pre-2004, you'd work on both a qualifying setup and a race setup over practice, and then swap them over after qualifying. So the race car was quite different at times to the qualifying car. Nowadays, though, you have to find a compromise that works for both. There are a few things that you can still adjust during the session, such as the differential, the brake bias, and the front wing angle, but that's about it. So it's more about optimizing what you do have and adapting your own style to suit the track conditions.
Okay, my team's out. My teammates out early. For those of you who are interested in my my car setup that I'll be using for this live stream, it'll be in the description box down below right now. So if any of you want to use it, feel free. Alright, now then, my teammates out. There's not too many cars out on track. Let's set a lap time. Here we go. I'm expecting to get at least onto the front row of the grid. That's all. That's my hope. That's my goal. I'll normally do well at this track. Here we go. I think I took the first two corners really well. 1 minute 7.9 from Leclerc. Fastest first sector so far. Can I keep it up? Missed a turn completely there. Missed the apex. Didn't affect the car too much though. Didn't quite catch the second sector comparison. Went way wider than I should have. I know I can definitely challenge that time from Leclerc. But I'll take that right now. Okay, so third position so far. Whoa, Sebastian Vettel. I've got the fastest first sector. 0.6 the second sector.
So far is a 1 minute 8.0.
Damn. Okay, definitely gonna need to improve on that. Alright. This should get me through to the next part qualifying pretty easily here. However, in fourth place right now. Is there anyone here who's shocking? Let's see. Max Verstappen on the Ultra Sauce. Don't know what he's doing, but there it is. Where's Max? Here we go. He's 19th quickest in the speed trap, 200 miles per hour. Did the 18.7 for the first sector. Did the 21.3 in the second. So did the 18.7 and the 21.3. Okay, looks like he looks like he might improve here. Currently in 13th place. On the slower of the two tyres that are currently being used, the Ultras, no, the Hyper Soft, sorry, and the Ultras. And he's across the line at 1 minute 8.1. That's pretty close to my time. Yeah. Wow, look at that. From, let's see, let's go from third place to 9th is less than 0.2 of a second.
Track is pretty empty right now. Lots of space.
That's kind of scary, to be honest. Should be able to get through. Charles Leclerc goes even quicker, 1 minute 7.5. Eighth place right now. And 8th place is where I ended up. Okay, so the first 5 cars eliminated in qualifying 1 are Fernando Alonso, Carlos Sainz, Pierre Gasly, Brendan Hartley, and Stoffel van Dorn. Going over to qualifying 2. For those of you who don't know the rule, the tyres you do your fastest lap in qualifying 2 are the tyres you start the race with. So you have to be really careful in qualifying 2. Don't use the tyres you're going to start the race with too much, otherwise it's going to negatively impact your strategy in the race, particularly the first part of the race. Alright, gotta make sure take out as much fuel as possible, so the car's as light as possible. Let's get out there, set a lap time. I need to get into the low 1 minute 7s to challenge for the front row of the grid. So let's see. This will be a 25% race, 18 laps. Difficulties on ultimate. I'm looking for a win in this race. Oh, there's a car coming out just ahead of me. Oh, just missed the wall. 19-1. Not far behind the best second sector time. Actually, no, I think it was quicker, actually. It's Ricardo. Ocon's now gone quicker, 1 minute 8.4. It's like Grosjean's directly ahead of me. Really going to attack this final corner, which I did. DRS. Short run to the line, what's it going to be? 1 minute 7.8.
Fantastic. That was the fastest lap.
Need to find a bit more time. Bottas just comes out ahead of me now. 1 minute 7.8. I think that's enough to get me through to next part qualifying, but that won't be enough to get me to where I want to be, which is on pole. Again, it's the second sector. The second sector again is where I'm lacking, but sector 3 I'm actually the quickest. The way I attack the final chicane, going down the pit straight, is where I'm really getting the advantage, but it's...
You're doing a great job. We're much higher up the field than we expected to be.
The first sector's fine. The second sector, I need to be a bit more aggressive. But there was a time when I got a bit too close to the wall, going through the left corner, I think. So I need to be careful with that. Okay, speed things up. 1 minute 7.6 for my teammate. Okay, interesting. Looks like I might be okay here. Kimi Räikkönen on the ultras. Daniel Ricciardo on the hypersofts. Verstappen on the hypersofts. So let's have a look at the Red Bulls here, because the Red Bulls look like they're on the verge of being eliminated. So I think he just started... Oh, wait a minute. First place. Did he just jump up? Yes, he did. 1 minute 7.5. Okay. Forget about Ricciardo. My mistake. My bad. Where's Verstappen? Actually, you know what? Forget Verstappen for a second. Let's follow Leclerc here, because he's the leader of the Drivers' Championship right now. He's got the best car. So he's really the one I have to look out for. Go around the hairpin now. Going down the long straight before getting onto the pit straight. Got two cars ahead of him, a Haas and a Renault. The Haas actually might be giving him a bit of slipstream, so that might actually help him. Here we go. Gonna go across the line. Does he get to improve? 1 minute 7.5. Okay. Grosjean. How wins Grosjean at 1 minute 7.4? How? Oh my. Anyhow I don't get through, I swear I'm gonna be upset. Oh, I saw myself drop down to 8th. Oh my days. How did Grosjean do that? Okay, that's a bit scary. Alright, so at the end of qualifying 2, the next 5 cars eliminated are as follows: Kevin Magnussen, Lance Stroll, Kimi Räikkönen, who's on the ultra softs, he's got to go on the longest stint in the first part of the race, Sergei Sirotkin, and Nico Hülkenberg. Here we go. So I need to get into the 1 minute 7s to even have a hope of challenging for the front row of the grid. Gotta go out nice and early. Gonna have 2 runs at this. Let's go. There are 1 or 2 mistakes that I've made through qualifying 1 and 2, which I'm going to try and correct during this part of qualifying, but you never know. He did pick very nicely there. Lost the back end a bit. (19.0). That's better than last time. Ooh. Luckily I was able to continue that. Then Ericsson. Leclerc 1 minute 7.6. So Leclerc's laid down the gauntlet. Oh, couldn't ask for a better chicane there. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! 1 minute 7.5. That's the highest.
Put in the fastest lap. Good job.
That's the highest I've got to so far. There we go. I think we've seen a 1 minute 7.4, I think, was the quickest we've seen so far in qualifying, which I think was Grosjean. Don't know how he did that. Okay. Currently got first place. Fastest first sector, fastest third sector, and just only slightly behind.
Our best lap so far is a 1:7.5.
Verstappen's now got the fastest first sector now. Okay, I think Verstappen's the only one out on track right now, so I'm gonna go out again later on in the session. 1 minute 19.1 from Verstappen. 9th quickest in the speed trap. If I remember quick, I think I got to 211 going down the back straight before I went into the chicane, so I know my car is quick down in a straight line. Coming up to the second sector now. What's his time going to be? It is 21.8. No, he's miles behind me. Okay, so let's speed things up a bit. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it now. I think now would be a good time to get out again. Okay, here we go. Final part of qualifying. Let's go. Final lap for me. Oh, cars are coming out now. I guarantee they're gonna mess up my lap. I guaranteed. Here we go. Okay, I'm hoping I don't catch up to that Ferrari. First set I'm quicker by more than a tenth. Three tenths up, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 3 temps up. Could get into the 1 minute 7.2s here. Oh, I had to lift off. No! Back end! Oh, I've lost it. I was up by 3 temps and I lost it. Oh no, man. Oh, that's so frustrating. If I don't get pole, I'm gonna be so annoyed. I really am.
As we wind down from the excitement
6th place.
Here's a look at your top 3. Leclerc, Vettel and Marcus Ericsson.
Okay, I would have got 2nd. Leclerc got a 1 minute 7.0. I wouldn't have been able to match that. But I definitely wouldn't have been 6th. Oh man, that's so annoying. 6th place. Ah, that's, well, what can I say? 6th place I'm starting. I was hoping for the win here, but doesn't look like that's going to happen. I'm going to have a good start off the line. Otherwise, Leclerc's going to get away. I'd like to thank everyone who's watching right now. We do appreciate it. If you're enjoying the stream so far, please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Really appreciate my road to 500 subscribers. If you want to keep up to date with my latest information, please follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Discord. Links all as usual are in the description box down below. Oh, I want to check something. Is the French Grand Prix next?
I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good
Yes, okay, so that's when we get our new component. Good. Right, let's head off to the race now. Here we go.
We're back once again beside the St. Lawrence River here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. The event first moved to a variant of this track back in 1978. It was won by none other than Gilles Villeneuve, the first Canadian to ever win his home race, and in whose honour the circuit would be renamed. We'll be seeing top speeds of around 210 miles an hour here at the circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 2/3 of the lap taken at full throttle. High-speed chicanes spell potential danger, especially at the infamous Wall of Champions. And watch out for overtaking into the hairpin and the final chicane. It's a favourite for fans and drivers alike then here in Canada. We're used to seeing the unexpected happen here. And with me today to enjoy it all is Anthony Davidson, a man who knows firsthand the surprises that can pop up in this race.
I do indeed. I had a good chance at some points here in 2007, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. My old colleague Takuma Sato, though, he managed to finish 6th, so the team took home 3 valuable points, and that was a big boost to everyone at the time. I'm not sure I can think of anywhere else that so consistently provides the kind of late race excitement we get here. Obviously, towards the end of the Grand Prix, the brakes are getting worn, maybe the weather situation has changed, so there's a lot to keep fighting for all the way up to that final corner.
Hey Jordan, thank you very much for watching.
To go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday puts him on pole, with Sebastian Vettel.
No, I should be where Sebastian is right now.
If
I didn't mess up my final lap.
Sergio Perez, Campbell,
And I'm behind my teammate as well. Oh.
Ricardo and Kevin Magnussen, Stroll, Raikkonen, Sergei Sirotkin and Hülkenberg, Alonso, Sainz, Pierre Gasly and Roman Grosjean. They've taken a grid penalty. Van Dorn and Brendan Hartley rounds off the grid.
If I want to win this race, I'm going to have to catch him.
Points finished last race. Let's aim to keep the momentum going.
I can't allow Leclerc to get away. I just can't. Just caught up on your Red Dead Redemption 2 ending. What did you think of it? it didn't really... The ending didn't really get me like I was hoping it would. There wasn't no definitive conclusions to anything, which was a bit annoying. But overall, I enjoyed the game. Thought it was very good. Right, so I'm gonna have a 1 lap of extra fuel. I'm gonna go 6 laps on these hyper softs and then 12 laps on the ultras. Let's go. As usual, since I'm not on pole, I'm just gonna skip the formation lap. As usual, I only have 1 flashback to use throughout the race. Here we go. 2 laps. 2 laps. 4 laps. 5 laps. We are racing! Oh, initial getaway is pretty good for me here. And then the second part of the getaway. Woo! Someone was hitting my inside there. Don't know who it was. But initially I got a good getaway. Braked way earlier than what I needed to, but I wanted to make sure I didn't hit Ocon. Whoa, what's up with my tyres? Looks like they're just completely seeping right now. Oh my days, is that Leclerc already just off into the distance? Oh, come on. That's seriously not fair. No, the Red Bull needs to go away, seriously. Hold on, my fuel was in standard. Oh, come on. Saw an overtake there. Don't know who it was who was trying to overtake there, but look how far Leclerc is ahead now. Wow.
Some information on Vettel.
That was my bad. I was being silly. Leclerc is flying. Yeah, I know. That was my bad. I shouldn't have done that. I could have passed Perez fine, but it was I was being very ambitious with my teammate. I was being very ambitious. Shouldn't have done that. Alright. My one and only flashback. Really early as well. That's gonna cost me, possibly. Oh, this time my teammate locked up. This does not bode well for me. Still in 6th place. Needs to get past this Force India quick. I must admit though, the car doesn't feel as planted as it did earlier.
Brilliant manoeuvre. 2 places at once.
Wait a minute, what? Oh. Hold on, what's he talking about? 2 places at once. Don't know what my engineer's talking about. Clearly he must be watching someone else. Oh, Leclerc's just off into the distance, man. Ah, I made the Sabres way too powerful. Another overtake. Oh, carried way too much speed. Here comes Verstappen. Whoa, did you see that?
DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead.
Whoa, these
in the
three
DRS
cars.
zone.
These 3 cars are trying to go for Demolition Derby. Bottas almost went into the wall. Vettel and Bottas fighting it out. So whoever's in front of them is just disappearing now as well. Okay, Perez. I'm sick of being behind you now. Gonna get DRS here. Is that another Sauber? Able to keep 5th place here. Got a bit of a gap to Perez now.
Okay, clear.
Yellow flag for some reason. Not too sure why.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the ultra softs.
Yep. Gonna be on the ultra softs, fine. Fastest first sector, that's what I like to see. Oh, Perez needs to leave me alone, man. Seriously. Oh, I'm 1.1 behind Vettel, so I'm not gonna get DRS. Damn. That's annoying. Here he comes. Put that back down to high now. Fastest lap.
The time last lap was a 1 minute 10.0. The fastest lap of the race so far is a 1:9.8.
Okay, 2 tenths down. Ooh, back end, whoa. There's not much wear on these tyres, but they feel as if they're a lot more worn than they should be.
Leclerc has the lead.
Yeah, no surprising. He's at the chicane right now, while I've just started to go on the
Green flag.
straight.
Green flag. We're racing again.
Oh, something else has just happened. I did go. Oh my days! They were trying to go too wide through the chicane. You can't do that. Bottas and Vettel fighting.
We're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you
Oh. Whoa! Easy there, you two. Damn. I think Bottas outbraked himself and he went into Vettel. Whoa! Back end. Oh my days. It looks like it's going to be a Sauber 1-2 here at this rate.
can. Okay, we can take you this lap. Don't forget, box this lap.
Yep, already confirmed that. Perez is still catching me even though I got DRS activated. Whoa!
You've got front wing damage. Recommend you box for a new one. Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Wow. That's Liberty. He braked way earlier than I thought he would.
Go now.
As I said, I can't use flashback again, so I have to keep it. This might not be so bad. The fact that now
Pit
I'm not
strategy complete.
Not in that long
See these
queue.
tyres through to the end now.
I'm not in that long queue of cars now, so I might be able to do something. Let's see.
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix 2 soon.
Let's see what I can do here. Good thing I did it right when I was about to go into the pits. That's the only good thing I can say about that, to be honest.
Valtteri is in the pits.
I lost 5 seconds. Oh, Van Dorn, couldn't you have gone to the pits, man? Don't you dare squeeze me out, Van Dorn. Don't you dare.
We're trailing our teammate by 4.6 seconds.
Whoa, felt like I had no brakes. Oh my days, I'm right behind Perez again. Oh, see, it didn't affect me too much then. Actually, to tell you the truth, if I didn't have that issue, I would have had, I would have been in front. And considerably more in front as well. Is that Ricardo? Yeah, it is Ricardo. Wow. So I would have stayed in front of Perez and been a bit further ahead as well. With that 5-second penalty. Guess it didn't turn out too bad then.
The car ahead has come in to put on the ultra soft tyre. Car ahead is now running ultra softs.
Wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Leclerc 1 minute 9.8.
Leclerc has set
off.
the fastest lap of the race so far.
Oh, I had to lift off. I just set the new fastest lap. Okay. 1 minute 9.8. Looks like I've got some speed after all. Okay, Perez, that position's mine. Whoa! Maybe not. Carried way too much speed. If I don't get Perez here, I'll swear down. Look how close I am to him. Oh, we'll hit the dirt there a bit. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, go, 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 go. Gaining, 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 gaining. Perez is in the middle of the road rather than picking inside or outside. He's picking the middle of the damn road. What's going on? Pick a side, man. Come on. He's still here though. There we go. Fine, I got him.
Brilliant. Nice move.
Damn. Hold on, who lost their position? Two Saubers, Bottas and Vettel.
Gap to car in front is 3.1 seconds.
Okay, Bottas is in front of me, so it was Vettel that missed out. Oh, here we go, Perez now. Ooh, back end. Whoa. Oh man, losing ground on Ricardo and the other one. And my teammate, rather than catching up to them, I'm busy fighting with Perez right now. Don't need to get any slipstream. Perez had to drop back quite significantly. Teammate.
Valtteri's P3 right now. Gap to teammate ahead is 6.0 seconds. They're on fresh ultra softs. The time last lap was a 1 minute 10.5.
1 minute 10.5. Okay. Too much curb. I must admit, I did not expect to be 5th. Right now, I expect to be further up the grid. Back end. Also, where am I? They're fine, but the back end's really slippery all of a sudden. I think it might be I'm a bit too eager to get on the throttle. Here comes Perez.
Okay, we've lost a position. That's us down a place.
Bit annoying that I'm constantly fighting with Perez rather than catching up to Ricardo.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Okay, 5 laps left to go. Look how far Perez is. No, I did my 5-second penalty during the pit stop. Ooh, back end. I did the 5-second penalty during the pit stop, Jordan, so that should be fine. Ah, like I didn't get caught for that. Can I get Perez here? Fastest lap.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Got most of my car level with Perez before he turned in.
Good. Good job. Nice overtake.
Lost it. That's game over. Oh, that's annoying. Can't really afford to go into the pits right now.
We're expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes.
3 more laps left. No real point in going into the pits again.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
3 laps to go. Got damaged front wing. Having a lot of trouble with the front end. Getting quite a bit of understeer. The front end just doesn't want to turn in.
Our gap behind is 6.3 seconds.
It won't be that for long. Oh, now DRS has failed. Really? What else could go wrong?
DRS will be offline. There's a fault with the rear wing system.
Unbelievable.
Stay out. We can work on a fix remotely.
Let me guess. I'm thinking I get a puncture at some point. This is the penultimate lap. One more lap after this. Very disappointed. I was hoping for back-to-back victories, but
Yellow flag.
Swatkin couldn't find a more safer place to park.
Green flag.
Good thing there's not that many laps left. Otherwise I would probably have to fight Magnussen for 6th place.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
So 1 lap of fuel. Means 1 lap left to go. Leclerc wins. Look at that. Leclerc was 1 and I haven't even got onto the long straight yet. Leclerc's dominated from start to finish. We definitely need that engine upgrade. We'll go across the line, 6th place. Disappointing.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
7th.
A great win then for the Sauber team.
I thought we already took the 5-second penalty.
So, Ant,
Guess
how
not.
exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day, the overtaking.
So, here they come out now, onto the podium.
My
after
teammate
a
got the
thrilling
podium.
Grand Prix.
That's not good for me. That is not good at all.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. It's a good result for Charles Leclerc, who extends his advantage at the top of the
Still
championship.
second, but
Moving on to the
51
driver
points
of the
behind now.
day
That's
then.
2 race
Anthony
wins.
Davidson, who would you go for?
2 race
Well,
wins.
after a drive like that, it's got to be Charles Leclerc, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Very clean.
I'm
Very
2
smooth.
race wins
He can be
behind
really
Leclerc now.
pleased with
He
that
needs to
one.
retire at least
And now
once, and I
let's
need
take
to
a
win.
look at the constructors' standings. Sauber
Damn.
moving further clear at the top of the table.
There's a Sauber
Meanwhile,
one too
good
as well.
work from Force India this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. After all this drama,
I made the Sauber way too powerful. I really did. I guess with the way things going,
Great work out there today.
I have a reason to
How
carry
do you
on
think it
with
went?
Mercedes for another
Do you
season.
think that your close rivalry has helped you out this season?
For sure, at this level, close competition pushes both drivers. Yep, sportsmanship, that's what I need to see.
That was a close finish. How are things between the two of you?
What? I barely ever saw
There was some
Vettel.
contact between you two. What happened out there?
I don't remember any contact. Oh, no comment that one.
It was more like dodgems than Formula One.
No comment. No comment.
Well, thanks anyway.
Oh, I I hit him before the pits. Okay, yes. That was crazy, man. I was just gonna carry on and then brake just before the line, but didn't anticipate he'd brake so early. Won my rivalry against Sebastian Vettel. Losing my rivalry against my teammate. I think the moment when that race started to go downhill for me was when I messed up in qualifying. That was really when it started to go downhill for me.
Well, let's hope for a better race next time out, eh?
We've received invitations to new historic events. You'll be able to choose whether or not to participate before the end of this weekend.
Free race weekend, suspension, nose cone. What about this one? Brake ducts. So I think I've already got one for the engine. Just come in. Okay, it's either the aerodynamics or the chassis. Aerodynamics or the chassis. Engine cover, fuel nose, structure, suspension. Reduces tyre wear, that one. The moment I saw tyre wear, definitely get that. I don't think I can get anything else. No. Alright, that's going to be the end of this live stream. I'd like to thank everyone who's watched. Really do appreciate it. If you want to keep up to date with my latest information, please follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Discord. It's all for as usual are in the description box down below. Aside from that, please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment and subscribe. If you haven't already, please do watch my latest Assassin's Creed Odyssey video. It's the hunt for the Minotaur. In addition to that, tomorrow I'll be doing my new episode of my player career with Aston Villa. It's the Carling Cup final against Tottenham, which will be the very first match in that live stream tomorrow at 5 PM. Please do join me then. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Laters.